Yo, what up, people? Smithers to the motherfucking R here today. No motherfucking intro, cause bullshit ass fucking like fuck you. I'll make a new one. Maybe next week. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. There'll be a new one out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But you know who it is? Smithers to the motherfucking R here today. Here fucking day. To give you. Oh my god. Finally, Ginai wo Kakaru Taiyu episode 8 motherfucking review. Okay. This episode, finally, it's getting back there. Because before, when they were fighting the Diamana, or fuck that word, fuck the word fucking demons, when they're fighting the demons, fuck it. What happened was, they would have to introduce a new character, and then they'd have to do like a 15-minute, like 10 to 15-minute introduction to this character, giving them a backstory and getting us to somewhat know the character and somewhat feel for them, so that when one of them turned into a demon, what would happen? Well, we'd have some type of emotional connection to that character. But it was also boring as shit. Very boring. So boring, you don't really want to talk about it. But now, it seems that's over. Why? There'll still be a little bit new character introduction here and there, I believe. But for the most part, from what we've seen in this episode, it seems somewhat over. We're not going to get these random people turning into demons, getting possessed by these demons, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, taking over their heart and all the other shit. And we're not going to see that much. Why? Because we got the introduction of a new a new species, as you would put it. Because, like I said before, these Tarot cards are actually, if you want to look at it in a different way, are called Arcanias. They're like the rare Arcana cards. There's the World, the Lover, the Magician, like the Moon, the Sun, the Fool, I believe, and the Idiot. And it's like really set up. There's like this thing called Arcania Familias. It's an anime that came out like a little bit a while ago, maybe like a year ago, and it's basically like the same type of thing. They all got their special powers entrusted to them by these cards. But this episode introduced the opposite of these cards, which I've been waiting for, because we didn't really see those in that series, but now we're seeing them in this series. The opposite of the cards, they're basically spiritually connected to the other card user. What does that mean? It means if you injure that demon version of the Tarot card, then the actual user of that card, who's the opposite, will get injured, which we saw with Ginka. Why is that important? Because it basically means, and it was broken down by the principal of the school, that if she went against, because she is the world, if she went against the Phantom, what would happen? They would both disappear. And so she advises students not to fight him. Because of that reason. If you fight it, it will be a fight to the death. Either you'll be completely taken over by it, or you will kill it and kill yourself. And that, I love it. It's so dark. It is. I mean, it's such a concept. It's like, are taking out these guys worth your life? And unfortunately, rip Ginkeka. She died. Yeah, she died. She fought that opposite card. She fought the shit out of it. Fucking double stab. She don't give a fuck. She talked to her dad, basically said, I know what I gotta do. Let's do this shit. Fought it. Death. Done. Explosions and shit. It was a good ass fight. It was. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Because she went in there knowing we're both gonna die. We are going to die. She accepted it, and she is willing to give up her life for this cause. And so, give her mad props for that shit. There's also some stuff about this dude, oh my god, they even said his name, like, it was like Karibulos or some shit like that. Basically, the nigga who can shapeshift into like that girl and the little kid, and basically, he was killing off some executives of the company, or part of the company or something like that. That one dude who's up in that tower apparently is competition. And the thing is, the nigga didn't fuck around. He's like, killed the target, and 5 motherfucking reporters. Killed them all. Like, done, son. They done. And the thing was, he's basically telling them, like, what the fuck? Why'd you kill him? It's like, nigga, you knew we had to kill that motherfucker. It's like, okay. Just don't make any problems for me. And then, basically, it's very interesting because this character, this dude, and it basically is like, you know that our lives are intertwined, and I'm trying to figure out what that means. They are somehow connected where if one of them dies, either that demon who has a shitload of the reverse side of the Tarot cards, which reminds me, oh my god, real quick, fuck it. This shit is reminding me a lot of, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Anybody remember that shit? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. If you do, you remember that there are Arcania cards and there are Phantom cards. And if you remember correctly, they're pretty powerful. I'm like, damn, that was the shit. I mean, Arcania cards, that nigga coin toss, like literally, like every time you get lucky as shit. That was the shit. And basically, it's kind of like that for some reason. It's like that. I mean, that means you go GX, they took some shit. Like, they didn't take it from them, but they used some shit, like some actual, like, folklore with them making that shit. And so I'm like, oh shit, damn. Cause I remember the Arcadia cards. So that was the shit, like the world and oh god. And how it's so hard to summon that motherfucker when you summoned him. And then there was like a dark version of the world, which is called like the End, or the Phantom. And it would be like the same exact type of card, except the complete opposite, and it would have like different effects for the coin toss. That was a shit. Same fucking thing. But anyway, deviating from that shit, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, that was my shit though. Fuck it, why not? I've watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't get in that new Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeo shit though. I got enough shit on my belt. What I will say though is, there you go. There's fucking similarity. Anyway, the thing about this episode that really surprised me was, oh my god, fucking hair, some shit. Can't edit, so fuck it. Why not? Let's just keep going. Anyway, the thing is about this episode that I really enjoyed was the darkness and the depth. And they stopped introducing characters that were just going to be taken over by a demon at the end of the episode and then fought and killed to help progress the main characters more. Because that's basically what it was. It was basically taking one character over here, making them become friends, and then that person who killed him would realize that killing these fucking demons is actually not as easy as they thought previously. But we do know something that's very important from this, that we got from this episode. This motherfucker, whoever he is, apparently, not only does he have all the cards, all the dark side cards, but he's going after the sun. If you remember correctly, the sun, of course, is Arcaria. Her name. I know. It's weird, but fuck it. Anyway, they're going after her, the little girl. Sun that turns into fire, that's been like having this willing resolve throughout the entire fucking series, like on some Ichigo shit. Fuck it, why not? Anyway, the thing is, he's going after her, so it makes you wonder, why is she such top priority? Like, he said, it's our goal to get this girl, and so it makes you wonder why, and hopefully we'll find out. But we also got more information on the lover. Basically, it was apparently their Moscow branch that got hit with those 2 fucking demons, and apparently after the lover took out those 2 demons, his acquaintances, then in came the lover's opposite. And what happened? Died. They took each other out. You injure one, you injure the other. Which is kind of weird, considering that apparently it's weird, because the thing is, like, the dark side of the card, the opposite side of Ginka, she could, like, it was weird because, like, if the opposite side got hit, Genka would take the damage and she would take, like, nothing. Like, no damage at all. Like, literally, she'd be okay, like, perfectly fine. The damage would go over to her. But when they were fighting each other, she was able actually to hurt it. Like, when she stabbed it, she also got stabbed herself, but she actually hurt it. But when other people did it, it seems like the only way to take down the Tariat card, the opposite of it, is to be the card. You know, you gotta be like a fucking pair. It's like, you gotta take each other out. Like, that's the only way to do it, because if a person who isn't the opposite attacks it, it might not do anything, from what we've seen. But we'll have to wait to find out. And that's like the entire episode right there. I mean, there was some other shit that I didn't really care about, like, oh my god, we're gonna still keep fighting. I don't give a fuck, I'm ready to die for this shit. We'll look after her. The stuff with her dad, I paid attention to that a little bit. But, it was basically her saying goodbye, so do what you gotta do. There's a flashback with her grandma who told her that when she turned 13 that she would awaken the power of the card. I mean, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, all the other stuff, I really didn't care. I mean, all I cared about was like the fights, the stuff with that motherfucker. Oh my god, that dude. He's mad, crazy. He's like just killing motherfuckers and he's doing crazy shit, and he's doing it all for this one human. So that makes me question why the fuck is he doing it. Besides that, that was a fucking episode. I'm not gonna talk about the boring shit. I don't give a fuck about the boring shit. I'm not gonna talk about it. I mean, like, literally. But there wasn't that much boring shit in there, so I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give this episode, hell yeah, it was an 8 out of 10. It was a good episode. Yeah. It was 8 out of 10 worthy. Why? Because I said so. Fuck it. Why not? No, because it was a good episode. We got character development. It was actually somewhat entertaining throughout the entire thing. Not like 10 to 20 minutes of, like 10 to 15 minutes of bullshit, and then like 6 minutes of fighting. No. It was like fighting, character development, death. It was good. It was just good. It was a solid, good episode. 8 out of motherfucking 10. That being said, comment down below what you guys saw of the episode, if you watched it. If not, you should probably... Well, I don't really want to say go check it out, because I mean the beginning is really already... Like, after episode 2 or 3, once it hits like 4, 5, and 6, maybe even 7, it's kind of boring. Like, boring as shit. But episode 1 is good. Yeah. Episode 2... It's a fucking weird-ass series. That's all I can say. It's a weird-ass series. So go ahead, comment down below. Throw down a like if you like the video. Throw down a dislike if you fucking disagree with me. Why the fuck not? Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Subscribe for more motherfucking content. And overall, I will see you later, my motherfuckers.